Hello everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I'm coming to you with this cute little 3D get well kind of thing. With this time of year coming around where it's coming into spring and out of winter where it keeps going back and forth in the warmth and the temperature, and a lot of people get sick a lot from this at this time of year. So I thought I would make a cute little 3D gift thing that you could give to somebody. I saw this, I saw it at two different places. My upline had created one of these, and then I saw, I was thinking, oh, I should make one, and this was back over the winter when she did it, and then I forgot about it. And then just recently when I was scrolling through Pinterest, because I love to search crocheting projects and everything, one of these popped up again where somebody made it, and I said, oh, I remember I wanted to make that. So I decided, oh, I better get doing it. I haven't done a 3D project in a while on here, and I thought this would be fun. So it holds a thing of Hall's cough drops or whatever, as long as it's in a square like this, it's what it holds in here. It holds a thing of tissues. Also in the back, it holds one of the little packages of Lipton tea soup. And then I was able to fit in the back of this a tea also. So there's a little package of tea. Now if you didn't want to put the soup back there, you could always just make this piece smaller and just add the tea. So let's get started on how I made this little cute little gift package to give to somebody. Here, I'll just lay it down. Now I've gone ahead and did all the die cutting and stuff ahead of time because my main purpose was to show you how to create the actual card itself. So we're going to get out the scoreboard. I got my little cheat sheet next to me for the paper and stuff that you're going to need. So now for the actual box that holds the tissues and everything, this piece is 4 1/4 by 10 1/2, or 10 1/4. 4 1/4 by 10 1/4. On the 10 1/4 inch side, you're going to score at a 1/2 inch. So we're going to score it here at a 1/2 inch. And then you're going to score at 1 3/8 inch. So you're going to go to 1, and then you're going to go to the quarter mark, and you're going to go over 2 ticks. So scoot 1, scoot 2. And then you are going to score. Then you're going to score at 3 3/4. So you're going to go all the way over to 3 3/4, and you're going to score. Then you got to go to 4 5/8, which is going all the way to 4 1/2, and then scoot over 2 tick marks. So 1, 2. And score it down. And that is all the scoring that we have to do for this piece. Then we're going to bring in another piece, and this is for the cough drops. In this piece you need it to be 3 by 4 1/2, and on the 4 1/2 inch side we're going to score at a 1/2 inch, and then 1 5/16. So 1 5/16 is you go to 1 1/4 and scoot over 1 tick mark. Okay. And that is the piece that you have to have for that. Then we have another piece. This is the piece that goes on the back. And this piece is 4 1/4, or 1 1/4, sorry, 1 1/4 by 4 9/16. Now 9/16 is you go to 1 1/2 and you scoot over 1 tick mark. And that's how you get the 4 9/16. Then you need to score it on each end at a 1/2 inch. So score on this side at a 1/2 inch, flip it around, and score it on the other side at a 1/2 inch. So just like that. Okay. So now we have that. Now that's all the scoring, so that's all we're going to need that for. I'm going to tell you these pieces as I put them down and score. So first we're going to score on all our score lines to give them a good little score here. Okay. All right. So now we're going to add this piece, which is going to go right here. You could do the whole thing if you want, but I like to just, this size is perfect for up here. And the DSP is 4 by 3. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this piece here. So just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to place our piece across here. And I'm going to use some score tape for this. And I'm just going to put one piece right straight across. Now on this one, when I first made it, I did not use score tape. And I didn't have any problems, only with the back piece. So I thought, well, just to be on the safe side, when I make the one for the video, I'm definitely going to use the scoring tape. Now take your tissues out, place it in the box, and this could get a little tricky because you want this to be level. I don't really know how to show you, but my tissues are a little bit shorter. So you might have bit, but they still held, and so I still use them. But tissues, the packets of tissues are sometimes a little bigger or a little smaller. So depending on what ones you get, you may get some that fit perfectly in here. But if your tissues are small like mine, you want to line this up like this and try to hold this so it's as straight as can be, because you don't want it wonky down like that, because then it's going to look funny, and you don't want it up like that. So try to hold it with your fingers like I am right here, and keep this in here. Try to keep it all nice and straight so you're not pushing down. Then bring this up. Now I did this the other day with liquid glue, so I'm hoping kind of hold it on each side a little bit before you press, and then give it a good little press down. And then you could open this up and you could lay it flat to give it a good seal like that. So just like that. And then your tissue paper will fit back inside here. Now you could decorate this up more if you wanted to, but I did not. I did not do that. Now I'm going to score on the piece that holds the cough drops. And I'm going to go like this. And then I took another piece of Designer Series paper, and this piece I measured out to be 2 3/4 by 3, and I'm going to put that one right here. Put that on here, just like so. And then I wanted a piece to go across the top here, so I cut this piece at 2 3/4 by 5/8 of an inch. And 5/8 is go to the half and go 2 tick marks over, and you'll be at your 5/8. And I'm going to line this up right with the piece from below. So there we go. And now I am going to just take liquid glue for this one, because this one is a little more tricky. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to get your cough drops out. And take and wrap this around your cough drops. So it kind of looks like that a little bit. And then, oops, and then take this and try to center it without sticking it to the back yet. And once you think you have it, I'm hoping I'm picking this up. Once you have it, move everything, kind of eyeballing it here, then stick it down. I know, you got to go fast. And then I'm just rubbing the back like that. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to lift this up and you're going to add, not all the way because you don't want to hit your cough drops. So I only did it towards the bottom half a little bit here. And then you are going to go ahead and line this up with the bottom of your piece. So now you've got your cough drops and you've got your tissues in there, like that. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our designer series paper to our back piece right here, like this. And before we go ahead and go to the back, we're going to do some decorating. I have a piece of ribbon here that is actually garden green, but I thought it was a great pop of color with these colors. Oh, and I should let you know, I didn't even tell you what color paper I was using. I am using Darlin Duckling, which is a new in color, to go along with this wonderful designer series paper that is the floral, oh nope, that's the gingham one. This one is called Floral Delight. So the Floral Delight paper is the designer series paper that I was using. And then we're just going to snip, if my piece will stop moving on me. We're just going to snip these like that. And then I went ahead and in this stamp set, I used this stamp set, the Delightful Wishes, and I used the dies that came with this, and they are also the Delightful Wishes dies. And I used the dies out of here, and I die cutted out these flowers. And so I'm going to go ahead and attach these. I used dimensionals, so I already have the dimensionals here. And I'm just going to put one right here, and then if I can get them off, the rest of them. There we go. And I'm going to put this one right about here. And then for the top, I've got this Wishing You. And I am going to add this. And I'm going to put this right here. And I must have misplaced my little well, get your well, wishing you well. I must have misplaced that. I'll have to stamp another one. And it's in the same stamp set. And then I just added this flower right down there. And then of course, I don't have it right here, but see where it says wishing you well? I will add the you well right there. And now for the back side of this, I am going to take and I'm going to put on the one side of the score mark, put some tear and tape like this. Any type of strong adhesive. Oh, got that one just a tad bit too far. And then we're going to peel off this. Okay. And then I found the easiest way to attach the soup was to actually take this. Now if your soup's a little bigger or maybe a little smaller, it all depends on the brand of soup. You might have to adjust this to make it a little longer. But I found this to work. And I just kind of tried to center it and to set it up and center it. And then press it on. And it works best if you have your cough drops in there, because then you can really press it down. And then there is that. You don't have to stick the soup all the way down, or this raspberry. You could just leave it like tipped like that when you give it to somebody, or you don't even have to add it. I just thought it was a cute little extra added touch. And that is how I made this Get Well cute little wishing you well little gift that you could hand to somebody that you know isn't feeling well. If you know you got a neighbor or somebody that might not be feeling good. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. I will talk to you soon. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Bye-bye.